Holy smokes. What the hell is going on out there in the Dinar, Vietnam Dong, Q, conspiracy communities? Oh man, good lord, my whole phone blew up. My phone had so much information coming all in at one time that the battery literally got hot. And I was like, it was in my pocket. I'm at work. I'm doing my job and I can feel my leg warming up. I was like, what is going on? What the hell is going on, people? This is everything that was covered today under the topics that shot across my phone. The storm is coming. Q. For Q followers, we know what this means. We know about this storm. But is it here? Leave a comment and let me know what you think. Nasera and Jacera. The global currency reset is what this is about. Man, they were blowing up my phone. Leave a comment. Is it here? Spygate. Here we go. Finally. I hope this part's true for reals. Are these people finally going to be arrested? Q followers know about this. We heard about it before. The quiet before the storm. The storm is now here. The perfect storm. So are we going to see mass arrests? Because that's what's been shooting across my damn phone. In addition, Trump ending the Federal Reserve. That came across my phone. As well as finally we are going into the gold standard. Holy cannolis here, man. People, all these are shooting across my phone at the same time. I am watching the stock market. Trust me, I am. I am watching the precious metal market. Trust me, I am. I am watching the cryptocurrency market. Trust me, I am. So let's see if we could try to calm things down a little bit, or maybe we have reason to be excited. Maybe there is, all right? Look, what I don't want to see happen is people start looking for their hopium fix. This is what happens. When stuff like this starts swirling around, you get a lot of those con artists out there who will swindle your money from you. They will. Come to my Patreon group. Let me tell you what's going on. So just be careful. All right? Some of you people are addicted to hopium. Okay? Look at, I'm only telling you for your own good. Let's get into things a little bit. Is the stock market going crazy? Hell yeah, it is. I know right now the Dinar investor Jeff's jumping up and down because what he's been predicting seems to become true. And I've seen his videos on Kim Clement. And people ask me what I think of Kim Clement. Here's my thing. It's not a matter whether or not I believe it or not. It matters whether you believe in it or not. Do I think it's possible? Of course I do. Do I think there are real prophets out there? Yeah, I do. Okay, but can I tell you who is and who isn't? It's not my place to say so. I listen to what everybody has to say and I take it with a grain of salt. That's how I am. I've always been that way. And again, you're talking to a person that just did a video not too long ago that said he talks to God. Okay, so anyways, look, Dow Jones is down at 21,200 at close. But if you've seen Dow futures, it is now below that. It is now in the 20,000 levels, which is what Jeff talked about, which is he boasted about Kim Clement. And you got to give him at least a little credit about that. But let's see how it pans out. So fingers crossed for Kim Clement and Jeff. Let's hope Jeff get this right. Because if Jeff's right, Kim Clement's right, well, guess what? For all of us Iraqi dinar holders, woo, we got a payday coming. All right? But here's my thing. This is what I tell people. Do not invest using your emotions. Don't allow that to happen. Look, I have not seen Bitcoin down this far in 5 gazillion years. This is crazy. Look at this. Ethereum is down this much. I bought a bunch of Ethereum. What was that? $280, man. So right now I'm going, yes. XRP, really? Below 14 cents? I'm about to dump a plethora of dollars into these cryptocurrencies as soon as they stop dropping. Because they're going to shoot up. This is just my opinion. Again, let me just share this. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial lawyer of any type. The things that I share with you are just my opinion. But I do want to prove a point to all you Bitcoin people out there and all you cryptocurrencies who jump around talking about how Bitcoin is the next gold. Obviously, it's not. Bitcoin follows the financial market. Gold is independent. Now, having said that, I do notice that they're also driving down, and this is really, really unusual, the value of gold and silver. Now, having said that, if you belonged in my other group called The Hidden Things in Front of Your Eyes, in 2018, I told everybody there was a schedule of economical crash. I said the last two people to go were China and the United States. As soon as the China trade deal was signed, what happened? All hell broke loose. Is this fake or is it real? It's hard to say because we know our government's capable of doing anything, but anything on this kind of a large scale, who's to say? But I also said what you would see it happen is a crash in the stock market, and you would also see them suppress and drive down the value of gold and silver. We're seeing that now. But I also told everybody pay attention to it, buy it on a dip, just like cryptocurrencies, buy them on the dips, just like stocks, buy them on the dip. All right? So jump all over gold and silver because it's going to skyrocket. As soon as this rebound starts to happen, already 9 companies have came out, 4 of them in Texas, claiming to have the cure to coronavirus. Trump is trying to waive all red tape, all regulations standing in the way of expediting the cure to get it out there. As soon as they make this announcement, what do you think is going to happen to stock? What do you think is going to happen to gold and silver? What do you think is going to happen to cryptocurrencies? They are going to slingshot back the other way, and you're going to see them jump. Not only are they going to quickly regain the values that they lost, they're going to regain those and then some. There's no doubt about this, okay? Now, having said that, let me remind everybody that Pimpy's Investment Chat is a Facebook group, and in here we talk about the Iraqi dinar, the Vietnam dong, cryptocurrencies, gold, silver, and all other types of investments. If you're not in this group yet, I encourage you to come here. I leave the link to this Facebook group in the description. In addition to that, tons of people are starting to jump on the cryptocurrency bandwagon. In the descriptions, you will see a link that will take you to Coinbase where you can open up an account and buy cryptocurrencies there, all right? Now is the time. You won't see them this low again, okay? That's just my opinion. So I'm getting ready myself to drop a pretty large sum of moolah in the cryptocurrencies because in the worst case scenario, you'll double your money, in my opinion, once the things start to rebound, okay? Having said that, let's move on to what's going on elsewhere in this crazy day today. U.S. is bombing the bejeebus out of some locations. For those of you who didn't hear about this, well, there was a bombing that took place in Iraq. It killed a British citizen along with 2 American citizens. I told you in that video, once I read about that the response would be quick and swift. This is not your normal presidential administration. This is the Trump administration. And when you kill an American citizen, this man does not play around. His retaliations and his response are very quick, precise, and accurate. This guy has removed more terrorist leaders than any other president. It's not a good time to be in the terrorist business. The United States carried out airstrikes over 5 locations across Iraq against Iran-backed militia groups that killed 2 Americans and 1 UK citizen. It was a medic on Wednesday, according to multiple U.S. officials confirmed by the Pentagon. So I told you, the bombing just happened the other day. We don't drag this out and sit around and make excuses and red tape and bullshit people for a long period of time. That does not happen under the Trump administration. You kill an American citizen, you die. Period. There's no, well, what's going, nah, there's none of that. Trump does not play. Again, the response was quick and precise. Okay, so anyways, the operation targeted weapon storage facilities that house weapons used to target U.S. and coalition troops, according to the Defense Department. All right, these strikes were defensive, proportional, and direct response to the threat posed by Iranian-backed Shia militia groups. All right, look, Trump is crushing Iran. Not to mention, most of the leaders now have the coronavirus. All right, it's really crazy for them to be striking at this time. But trust me, it's not by their choice, in my opinion. I think they're being pushed to do so. They're being pushed by, whether you call them the deep state, Illuminati, New World Order, globalists, whatever you want to call them. I don't care. Fill in the blank. All right, they're trying to cause a war so that they can use this type of thing to campaign against Trump. The crashing of the economy is meant to do one thing. But like I said before, these guys blew their wad way too soon. Way too soon. There's plenty of time between now and election time. Okay? This is going to quickly pass, and you're going to see a rebound like you've never seen before. That's just my opinion. Look at this. You got to love it. AOC. The coronavirus is exposing racism. Dude, seriously? Okay, here's the deal. If you agree with me, hit the like button, smash it, and then leave a comment. Aren't you tired of everything that people say on the left is being racist? Math is racist. Dr. Seuss is racist. The coronavirus is racist. Trump is racist. Republicans are racist. You know what I mean? Gosh, stopping flights from a corona-invested country is racist. Keeping illegals. Here's something to think about just for a second. Had we had open borders like the left wanted, can you imagine how much worse our country would be right now with the coronavirus? I want you to think about that, all right? Anyways, let's get past this. So I told you this is going to be quick and swift, but look, the more Trump removes the Iranian influence out of Iraq, the better off we are as dinar holders, okay? Let's get over here. Once again, I got to give a hat tip out to my boy, the Dinarian. Puts out some great stuff. As usual, I tell you the link to his blogs are always in my description. Just a quick thing I wanted to bring to your attention. The global spread of the coronavirus is a human tragedy unfolding across the world. What the are they talking about? When the H1N1 broke out under the Obama administration, 1,000 people in America had already died. Over 60,000 people in America had already been infected. But now we're calling the coronavirus a pandemic? Worldwide, less than 800 people, I think. Or I might be wrong now. I think it increased slightly to 1,100 people. Worldwide, that is. Okay, so let me show you the difference. Worldwide, 1,100 people have died from coronavirus. They're calling it a pandemic. But when the H1N1 came out, there was already 1,000 dead Americans, and they still didn't call it a pandemic. What are they trying to do? I told you, I think they're just using this as an excuse to drive down the economy, and they're doing a great job. Now, for those of you out there, I get it. I can already hear you. Yeah, Kim comment. Yes, he did say that. He said the stock market would be driven down to 20,000, but not to turn to it. And this would be one of the signs that we would see that would tell us that the Iraqi dinar, the rate would be changed and we would all benefit from it. Now, don't make fun of those people who believe in that, because once it happens, you're going to be sticking your foot in your ass thinking about, damn, maybe I should have listened. Now, people go, do you believe in that? Hey, look, I believe anything is possible. All right? That's the honest to God truth. Now, this is interesting. Okay, so they've been talking about reducing the exchange rate of the Iraqi dinar. This article actually goes on to discourage that and says that they can't. Let's just read this a little bit. Devaluation. The devaluation of the official exchange rate, currency versus reference international currency as the number of units of foreign currency that can be reduced, obtaining it against a unit of national books, blah, blah, blah. Who cares about all that? So let's go to this. If the relationship between the devaluation and reducing the trade balance deficit and stimulus, the national economy is not an automatic relationship. It's not an automatic relationship. Okay, the way they translate these, man, seriously. But a relationship that is conditioned by many factors and determined as they are. The experience of countries. The devaluation of Iraq stems from the attempt to reduce the budget deficit of the state due to the growth of expenditures and unprecedented rates. The factors determined in these situations is more and broader. So anyways, it goes on, talks about this, right? Okay. Inverse and negative, and may lead to deflation due to the inflation pressure caused by the rise in price of raw materials and import and export material. Okay, let me just sum this up for you because it really, when you read it, the way they translated it, man, it's screwing. I mean, I'm pretty bad at freaking English in the first place, and it's my native language, but these people make it worse for me. All right, just think about this. What they're saying is if you devalue the Iraqi dinar, then it's going to kill them on imports. Okay, it's really going to kill them. They have to spend more money for raw materials. That's not what they need. I did a video not that long ago saying, no, they need to increase the value of the Iraqi dinar so that they can get the raw material needed to rebuild that country. If you decrease it, it's only going to hurt them. It's going to cause inflation because they're going to have to produce more money in order to buy more materials. I will leave a link to this. You could go in here and show this. In this study, we review the effect of the devaluation of the local currency, which is not possible. Ignore them. As the study concludes that the goal of reducing, in the case of Iraq, comes to alleviate a deficit, the general budget, by buying dollars from the Ministry of Finance at a higher exchange rate, which is done. It is addressed first through structural reform. Anyway, look, what they're saying is it doesn't make sense. If oil prices are dropping and it's causing your deficit to go up, if it's causing your budget to, the budget deficit to increase, why would you then turn around and lower the value of your currency? That doesn't make no sense. That's what this talks about. It goes on to say, why the hell would Iraq lower their exchange rate? That's the opposite of what they should be doing. All right? So I'm going to agree with this article. I'm going to leave the link to it so you can go back to it. But they just go on to make this case that decreasing the value of the currency is the wrong move. It should be increased. And if you agree with this article, hit the like buttons and just let us know. Just throw it in there. Hell yeah. Increase the exchange rate of the Iraqi dinar. All right. So anyways, over here, it goes on to this. Now, we've seen this article where they said they're going to go ahead and increase it. But look at members of the Parliament of Finance. The state has no authority to reduce the value of the dinar. The decision is in the hands of a single party. Who might that single party be? Members of Parliament Financial Committee MP, go ahead and try to say his name, Rashid, I got that part, Thursday, said that the demand for a move to change the Iraqi dinar exchange rate against the dollar, or what is known as floating the dinar, to face the fears of the economical collapse, should be the last economical solution in the event that all other attempts fail. All right, it goes on to say, if things require in a monetary authority in the country, I told you their freaking translation is terrible. But anyways, this, just so you guys know, this article comes in the Arab or Aramaic language. And so what happens is when I open up these articles, automatically Google translates it into English. And it's not exactly the best in the world, all right? Anyways, look at, they're saying that they do not have the right to make the decision on devaluing the currency. And I'll leave this article in there as well because this is what they want to do. They want to reduce the price of the dinar against the dollar to 1,300 to 1,350. So basically what they're saying is right now we could buy with $1 US 1,190 Iraqi dinars. They're saying they want to reduce it so that we could buy 1,300 to 1,350 Iraqi dinars for $1. No, that doesn't make no sense. That doesn't make sense for anything that they're going through right now. It's bass backwards. All right? That's what it is. Now, this is good news because this is something we were talking about before. The more projects that we see happening in Iraq, the more outside investors get involved, the more this country gets away from relying so much on oil production, which is killing them. I said this before all this crap even happened, before the oil wars broke out. I told you that Iraq is so reliant on oil that any major event would totally kill that country, and it is. And it's happening. But you gotta love this. Look at this. So, the Director of Planning Department at the Basra Governante, my bad. Anyways, I probably pronounced that right, announced on Thursday that 450 projects were referred as part of the plan last year out of the total of 470 new projects with a value of 4 trillion dinars, which will continue to be funded for this year and the coming years. So what's so good about this is what? If they start funding projects and projects start coming into Iraq, what does this mean? This means more jobs for the Iraqi people, which means less money is needed for the entitlement programs. No unemployment, no welfare, nothing like that. The people are back to work, just like in the United States. Over 10 million people were moved off entitlement programs. That's why that's why Trump wants to cut the entitlement budget. There's no need for it. 10 million people are off financial aid and welfare, thank God. We have more jobs than we have people available to work. That's crazy. We need this kind of scenario to happen over there in Iraq. So all these projects are there. All right. So if the people get back to work, that means they're less reliant on government aid. This means they can generate their own money through working. This means they can pay taxes. In addition to that, that means they'll go out and they'll buy things that they want. This means it stimulates the economy. I said this a billion times. This is what we want. I'll leave the link to this article. Anyways, yeah, just what the bejeebus happened. You guys, look, I'm a follower of Q. I'm not afraid to admit that. I am. But everything that's said about Q, I take with a grain of salt. All right? Just because you have to. And so if this is true and doo-doo is about to hit the fan, and that what's going on in the coronavirus and what's going on with our economy right now is all part of a bigger plan, then if you follow Q, you know that what's going to happen shortly after should be these things. Nasera Jacera, the ending of the Fed, and us moving into the gold standard, including mass arrest. Please, I hope they arrest these two right here more than anybody. And let me tell you, I don't care how pissed people get. I'm the type of person, what I'm hearing about these people, if it's true. I'm just saying if it's true. Only if it's true. And we could prove beyond a reasonable doubt, then these people sold out Americans, and this is treason. And what they do is, what happens, in my opinion, is these people should be punished according to what our law says at the highest levels. And that is, they should be hung until they are dead. Not only should I think they should be hung if this is true, what is being said about all the children's sex trafficking, about them selling us out to foreign countries, if it's true, not only do I think they should be hung, but I think they should do it in public. And they should make it mandatory that every damn TV station covers it and force people to see what happens. And you hang them until they're dangling off the end of the rope and their feet are kicking and they're twitching. So this way it will discourage any people from thinking about doing these types of acts against the American people and humanity ever again. Now, if you can't prove this stuff and it's all bullshit and it's rumor, obviously we don't want anything to happen to these people and they shouldn't even go to jail. All right? I'm just saying if it's true, man, you need to flip these people into some Christmas tree ornaments. All right? I'm just saying. All right? So, look, there's people in the Q community, let me get that word out, that's saying whatever's happening is happening now. There's the people in the Nasera and Jacera community that projected that has predicted that whatever's going to happen is going to happen now. All those people who talk about Spygate and these mass arrests that is going to happen is going to happen now. For those people who talk about the Trump ending the Federal Reserve and us moving into gold standard, they said it was going to happen. It's going to happen now. The people in the Vietnam Dong and the Iraqi Dinar community said all that was going to happen now. Now here's the thing. If it doesn't happen, now what? There are so many different communities of people in the conspiracy world, in the currency world, in the investment world, that all have predicted, and the Q world, they all have predicted whatever is going to happen, this huge mass global event is going to take place between now and April. We're about to see. Smash the like button if you haven't yet, so go ahead and subscribe. Leave a comment and let me know what you think about all this seems to be happening at the same time, all right? All right, you have a good one.